Good morning. Now we are going to discuss about case study on fiat currency versus cryptocurrency. Before that, we are going to discuss about what are the contents we are going to discuss. First one is what is cryptocurrency. Second, what is the difference between conventional versus digital currency. And the next one is why we use cryptocurrency. And then what are all the risks and its types of cryptocurrency, and with one example. These are all the contents or overview we are going to discuss in today's case study topic. First, what is cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency is a money created from the code. It is monitored by a peer-to-peer internet protocol. It is a type of currency which is encrypted with a string of data or a hash encoded to signify one unit of currency. In simple, it is a digital currency or a digital asset designed to work as a medium of exchange using cryptography to secure the transactions and to control the creation of additional units of the currency. Now we are going to discuss about the difference between the conventional versus digital currency. In case of conventional or fiat currency, in case of type, it is real, whereas in case of cryptocurrency, it is a virtual standard. Intermediate, there is an intermediate between fiat or conventional currency, whereas in case of cryptocurrency, there is a no intermediate. Portability, it is yes, whereas in case of cryptocurrency, it is highly portable. Durable, in case of fiat, moderate, whereas in case of cryptocurrency, it is highly durable. Acceptance levels, in case of conventional currency, that means normal currency, it is national level acceptance, whereas in case of cryptocurrency, that means digital currency, it is a global level acceptance throughout the internet medium. Next, in case of secure, it is moderate, whereas a cryptocurrency secure level is high. In case of scarce, the fiat or conventional currency normal money is low, whereas in case of cryptocurrency, as it is a global marketed, the scarce level is high. In case of sovereign, it is yes. In case of cryptocurrency, it is no. In case of decentralized, as the normal currency is controlled by the Central Bank of India, it is a centralized money. Whereas in case of cryptocurrency, it is controlled by complex mathematics around the world. So it is a decentralization money. In case of smart, that means whether it is operated or programmable, normal currency, it is no. Whereas in case of cryptocurrency, yes, it can be operated with the help of smart cards, as it is in programmable, as it is a digital monitored method. These are all some of the difference between conventional versus digital currency. Why we use cryptocurrency? Because it is fast, safe and cheaper, ease of use and highly portable, untraceable when compared to that of the normal currency. It is transparent and neutral and also decentralized nature, and also it has active involvement of users. And next one is fewer risk of merchants and freedom of transaction. There is a freedom of transaction, and with the help of cryptocurrency, there is a low inflation and collapse risk when compared to that of the normal currency. These are all some of the uses of cryptocurrency, that means digital currency. Next, what are all the risks? First one major is hackers. Cryptocurrencies are target for high sophisticated hackers. Next one is fewer protection. If you trust someone else to hold your cryptocurrencies, it will be in danger. Next one is its cost. Next is its scams. Fraudsters are taking advantage of the hype surrounding virtual currencies to cheat the people with the fake opportunities. Next one is it has lack of transparency. These are all some of the risks while we use cryptocurrencies or digital currencies. Next we are going to discuss about various types of cryptocurrency. Some of this is major one is bitcoins Another some of the examples are Litecoin, Bitcoin, Namecoin, Novacoin, Feathercoin. This one is Megacoin, and this one is an Infinite Coin. These are all some of the digital currencies or cryptocurrencies which are used in the global market in place of normal currencies. Example. Now we are going to discuss about one example, that means Bitcoin. It is both cryptocurrency and an electronic payment system. It is founded by Nakamoto in the year 2008. It is an first decentralized payment network. In year old, 21 million Bitcoins users are used. One Bitcoin, which is equal to approximately $1,000. In short, Bitcoin is a decentralized network of digital currency. Transactions are made to and from 16-character encrypted addresses. These addresses are mathematically secured so that nobody but the owner of the address can transfer the funds that belong to it. To put in simply, Bitcoin is a network of independent computers that generate, propagate, and verify monetary transactions. How do you buy Bitcoins? Before you can buy, you just want to install it, and then you want to purchase it. You have to deposit money into the online exchange that connects Bitcoin buyers and sellers. Final one is, once the exchange has accepted your currency, you can place an order for Bitcoin similar to the way you could buy a stock. These are all some of the procedures while buying Bitcoins. In normal conclusion, cryptocurrency is an impressive technical achievement, but it remains a monetary experiment. It is one of the experiments. Even if cryptocurrencies survive, they may not fully displace fiat currencies, that means normal currencies. As I have tried to show in this presentation, they provide an interesting perspective from which to very economic questions surrounding currency governance, the characteristics of money, the political economy of financial intermediaries, and the nature of currency competitions. Just look at the image. In the early 1800s, we used gold as an exchange of the product. In the year 1900s, we use normal money, that means fiat currencies. Nowadays, we are using both normal currency and also Bitcoins. That means the world is translated from the normal currency to the digital currency or cryptocurrency. Thank you.